Parks Country. Today we're in Marion, South Carolina, and we'll be talking about our stormwater program that we initiated July the 1st. And Alan Ammons and I are the administrator. We'll be telling you everything we're doing in Marion. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
You're watching Hometown TV, Channel 8.
Welcome back to Swamp Fox Country, and like I said earlier, we're in Marion, and we're on Bethlehem Street. We'll be talking about stormwater maintenance that we initiated here at the city of Marion. So July the 1st, we passed a stormwater ordinance. So basically what we're doing, we had to buy a new vac truck, and a vac truck, we'll show you in a few minutes, is a large truck that we go around town to clean out the storm drains. Most of our storm drains are full of litter. That's the majority of the problems.
Correct, yes, Mayor. We found out, since July 1, we've really been working stormwater pretty much every day, and one of the biggest things we are finding out is a lot of it is where litter along the highways and things like that get washed into the catch basins or either intentionally thrown into the catch basin, and then over time it creates a blockage and the pipes become blocked and then the water just sets, and that's
when we had to localize
flood. That's correct.
So where we're at on Bethlehem Street after Hurricane Matthew and Hurricane Florence, the water is probably about 1.5 2 foot deep where we're at. It eventually drained out, but it was just slow because the pipes were full of, we found basketballs, we found footballs, we found children's fast tires for bikes. You name it, we found it in these storm drains, and we're going to show you the storm drain in a few moments that we've cleaned out. But we're working all over Marion. We're on Bethlehem Street. We've been on Petey Circle, Montgomery Street.
We got a big project on Park Avenue.
Park Avenue flooded extensively after Hurricane Matthew and Florence. And we found that the pipes are basically full. So we replaced 800 feet of storm drain, new catch basins. And the last storm we had was a hurricane. We really didn't have much rain as much, but we had no standing water.
At all.
We had no standing water. We also had a problem with Catfish Creek. The Catfish Creek is on the west side of Marion, and it's been there forever and it has a lot of blockage in it. So we went in with our track hoe and busted up a lot of beaver dams and got the water flowing, and we've got more extensive work coming up in the future, right?
That's correct. We hope that probably in October, November, we can get in there, Catfish with the county with their assistance and maybe work a joint venture with the city of Marion, Marion County, and DOT. Because we still got a lot of treetops and trees that fell over, some of it way before Hurricane Matthew.
Yeah, from the ice storm in 14.
The ice storm in 14, that's correct. And what we want to do is actually get that debris out.
Right.
Because that is causing a lot of problems. Because that debris gets in there, it's a lot easier for the beavers to block up a smaller spot than to block all the way across the canal. And there's a tremendous amount of debris passed on that needs to be drug out and hauled off.
Yeah. So that's a good collaboration with Marion County that they'll help us on doing this because it's going to take multiple track hoes and equipment operators and dump trucks to haul this debris off. But we're just trying to do what we can locally to mitigate stormwater flood, right. Localized flood.
Right, because like you mentioned earlier, especially with Hurricane Matthew and Hurricane Florence, we see tremendous flooding in Marion, localized flooding that I'd never seen before. The water at that depth. And Marion's a low-lying area anyway, but the more we can do in the maintenance of these stormwater lines and things like that, the better it'll be. Exactly. We still get, like I was telling somebody the other day, we get 18 to 20 inches of rain with a hurricane. We still gonna have flood.
Sure.
But doing the things we're doing now, we get a thunderstorm in the afternoon with 4 inches of rain. It won't be nothing like what we've been experiencing before.
Definitely not. And some of the areas of concern that we touched earlier is just asking our citizens, if you have trash in your cars, rubbish, please just hold it and put it in a proper receptacle so we don't have to end up with the storm drain. I mean, this drain here is about 4 foot deep, and when we came to it, it was 4 foot deep of plastic bottles, dirt, trash, right. You name it, we got it out of this hole.
Yeah.
So we just need the citizens' help. Put the proper litter in the proper receptacles. Right. That helps a lot.
And another thing, and you were talking about it not long ago, and we're trying to stress it to our citizens. If you got a catch basin in front of your house, or one between you and your neighbor, kind of adopt that catch basin.
Yeah.
I know some bigger cities in South Carolina, they got programs like that. Adopt the catch basin. You put your name out there by it. We may end up doing something like that in the future. But keeping that debris,
sure.
And don't pile your regular yard debris and your limbs and grass clippings close to the catch basin. Put it on the other side of your yard,
Because all intentions are you not wanting to stop at that drain, but you put that out there in the summertime.
Right.
You got your glass clippings or whatever, and we get an afternoon thunderstorm and it just washes it all straight into that drain.
Yeah.
And your intention was not to do that, but just be cognizant of where you're placing it, so if that
Correct.
storm does pop up.
It's like, we were prepared for the hurricane several weeks ago, and some people probably didn't understand why we put out on Facebook, the website, and on TV and stuff like that, we suspended picking up yard debris. Well, what we wanted the citizens to do is not put yard debris out, because if you put yard debris out and the rain starts, it goes to the catch basin.
Yeah.
So that's why we said, on that Tuesday, so we put the word out, don't put yard debris out after the hurricane.
Yes. And on that same token with yard debris, if you have that catch basin grate in front of your house, if we have a storm and you see that that's flooding a little bit, mostly it's leaves and matter just right on top of that grate.
Right.
So if you could help us out, your neighbors out, and just go out there on the rake and usually just rake that debris off, that water will go right on down the drains. It's just usually right on top of the surface where the leaves are matted on top. And it just takes one hit of a rake and the water starts flowing.
And and we're gonna work the catch basin, the tops. We're gonna work them, and especially when we start watching storms and things like that. We pick them up, anywhere from 10 days to 2 weeks out.
Sure.
We start watching these hurricanes. We don't wait till the day before or 2 or 3 days before. We've been watching it a long time before anybody really pays any attention to it. And we're gonna be out working them.
Yeah.
But there's over probably 1,000. We don't even know how many. We just starting to count now. Probably the thousands.
Sure.
Catch basin.
And we finding some new ones that we never knew there that were put in 50 years ago.
Right,
That
right.
you and I weren't around.
No. So, any help with that, we greatly appreciate it.
You're watching Hometown TV, Channel 8.
Welcome back to Swamp Fox Country, and you'll see behind us our new vac truck. The truck's pretty impressive truck. We bought that truck with our stormwater ordinance money. So basically what we had to do is, got this nice big truck, we got to figure out a way to pay it. So
That's correct, yes, sir.
we had to pass the stormwater ordinance, and that fees come from fixing and repairing stormwater drains.
That's right, Mayor. We put the $5 a month fee on. Virtually had no citizens complain at all about it because they understand the flood.
Right.
They've seen it firsthand. Every neighborhood in the city of Marion experienced it.
Right.
And some from this high to this high. So everybody was fully aware that we needed to do something.
Yes. So you'll see this truck in Marion. Our schedule is we're working 2 to 3 days a week. We're trying to hit the worst areas first, and then we have a maintenance program where we can go around and just periodically clean
That's right.
drains, and we'll mark it with a white marking that's already cleaned and ready to go. If you see an orange mark on one, we know we got some issues, and
We'll have to go back
we'll have to go back to it. We're trying to get all the worst ones first for the areas that we know to flood.
That is correct. And like I said, if you see a white mark on a catch basin or something, don't think it's graffiti. That's one we've cleaned, it's flowing good, and we marked it and we catalog it, and then we're moving on down the street. You'll see some on South Main Street where we've already started.
That's right. And then what we're doing today is on this particular pipe behind us, it has some blockage in it, and the blockage is more or less roots that have got
Correct.
infiltrated the line. So we're running a new root cutter head through that will cut those roots. And by getting the roots out, it keeps the plastic and debris and everything from backing up.
damming up. That is correct.
So this big root cutter will take care of those issues for us. But stay tuned. You'll see this truck run around Marion. We're doing what we can to mitigate flood damage because no one wants it to enter their home and cause damages at their home or flood the cars out riding down the street. So we're doing everything we can.
Right.
take
And
care of it.
like I said, you'll see us in town. We are hitting the areas that we definitely know had that most flood. That's where we're going first. But as time goes, and this will be a long-term process. This won't be something we finish this year or anything.
You'll never finish.
No, this will be forever.
That's right. We'll have to stay on top of it. And but next month when we start working on Catfish Creek with the county, and next month we'll be announcing a lot of announcements for our holiday season.
It's that time of year again, and right around the corner will be our holidays. Will be coming up, and we got a lot of events already scheduled. So yeah, definitely next month on our show we'll bring you all the updates on everything. HMRA and the Chamber's got a lot of things planned.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in today, and we'll be back next month and give you an update on our holiday season in the city of Marion. Thank you.